After months of regional challenges, horses from multiple circuits meet in the Bank of America Challenge Championships. Albuquerque is the site, and the 5 graded finals are the stage for a number of climactic showdowns. Hello and thanks for joining us for the Championships Preview Edition of the AQHA Racing Challenge Update. I'm Jim Byers. Since the spring, horses have qualified for the BOA Championships by winning, or in some cases faring well and gaining available spots, in regional challenge races across 3 countries. Now we're up to the big night, October 23rd at the Downs at Albuquerque. 5 divisions separate horses by age, distance, and in one case, gender. Each division has a graded championship. Coming up, we'll preview the main contenders in each division, and we start with what can be a wide-open side. 2-year-olds going 350 yards for the Grade 2 John Deere Juvenile Championship. Leading a formidable pair pointing to the race for trainer Juan Diaz Jr. is De Laurentiis. This 4-time winner from 6 starts qualified in June for the John Deere Juvenile in a Grade 3 challenge at Sam Houston Race Park, and did it gate to wire under Victor Urrieta Jr. De Laurentiis holds off stablemate and John Deere hopeful Kaz She's Easy by a neck. After a pair of unsuccessful tries, De Laurentiis was gelded and then won a September trial for the Grade 2 Dash for Cash Futurity, making but skipping the juvenile. This Texas bred's bankroll of $78,500 plus point him out as one to beat in the juvenile. Trainer John Steinbo's pupil, Here Comes Candy, is another graded winner from the regionals, taking the Grade 3 John Deere Ruidoso Juvenile. This hard-fought neck victory was her 3rd in 5 starts. A daughter of undefeated champion Just Good Candy and Grade 3 winner Candy Cartel's cat, Here Comes Candy has brought home $51,800 to date. The top-earning trainer, Monte Arosa, qualified Scoops Dynasty for the John Deere Juvenile Championship at his home base, Los Alamitos. In this mid-August challenge, Scoops Dynasty disregards the outside post, moving inward several paths, but is fast enough to avoid further trouble. In Idaho-bred gelding by FDD Dynasty, Scoops Dynasty earns his first win in this spot in start number 3. Jose Nicasio has ridden him in all 3 previous starts. The Distaff division is the only one restricted by gender. It's for fillies and mares 3 and up. Now anything can happen in a horse race, so Linder 16 will still have rivals prepped and ready to go in the Grade 1 Q Racing Video Distaff Challenge Championship. But considering she won 3 of this year's 8 regionals and took this race in 2020, she's likely the heaviest favorite in Albuquerque. A daughter of apolitical Jess, Linder 16 was favored almost exactly a year ago in the 2020 Distaff Championship, grabbing a short lead early and gamely maintaining it to the finish. In 2021, trainer Jason Olmstead mapped the same route for this 5-year-old Oklahoma-bred mare, a regional win in a Grade 3 at Canterbury Park, then another at Ruidoso Downs in August. But this year a tune-up was added at Will Rogers Downs in Claremore, Oklahoma, October 3rd, drawing clear late under regular rider Edwin Escobedo. A remarkable 15 for 28, with more than $750,000 in career earnings. Linder 16 is 4 for 4 in 2021 and has maintained top performances throughout a career that began with a restricted Grade 2 score in the Remington Park Oklahoma-bred Futurity in start number 2 back in 2018. It's possible Linder 16's biggest challenge in the Q Racing Video Distaff could come from stablemate Apolitical Mogul. Second to Linder 16 at Canterbury Park in July, Apolitical Mogul emerged from that considerable shadow in the Grade 3 Prairie Meadows Distaff Challenge in August, humbling a quartet of rivals by a length and a quarter. After a stakes win over male rivals at Prairie last month, the Texas-bred Apolitical Mogul points for the Distaff with 10 career wins and 31 starts, and earnings just shy of $200,000. Like her stablemate, she's a daughter of Apolitical Jess. Compared to those veterans, 3-year-old Apolitical Gal is a relative newcomer. All she needs, though, is a vigorous hand ride here from Francisco Calderon in the Lone Star Park Distaff Challenge October 2nd. And she has this field at her mercy for her first stakes win for trainer Clint Crawford, a qualifier for the Heritage Place and Remington Park Derbies this spring. Apolitical Gal is an Oklahoma-bred daughter of Apolitical Jess. Representing Pocatello Downs and the Intermountain U.S. is Patty's Saint. This 3-year-old Idaho-bred filly defeats a field including stakes winners Duck Dash and Go and FDD Swing and Dynasty in September. Trained by Heath Hillman and ridden by Jesus Bitterhen, Patty Saint is 5 for 6 this year and 8 for 12 lifetime.
This is the AQHA Racing Challenge Update, powered by American Quarter Horse Association.
Hello, I'm Selena Molina, singer, actress, animal lover, and racehorse owner. Few things give me greater joy than to watch them do what they truly love, to compete at the racetrack. And like thousands of other quarter horse owners, I respect and love my horses and give them the best of care. They're like family. Come see the world's fastest athletes at a racetrack near you. I might just see you there.
The distance division is written for 3-year-olds and up at 870 yards. But in recent years, it's been dominated by older horses, and good distance-loving older ones at that. In fact, for the past 2 years, the winner of the Grade 1 Distance Challenge Championship in Albuquerque has been named the AQHA Distance Champion for the year. Holding that title from 2020 is Madewell. The Downs at Albuquerque is his home sweet home. In this year's Grade 2 Challenge there on September 18th, the 7-year-old Oklahoma-bred gelding draws off by a length and a half in track record time based on the official chart. Trained by Bernard Baca, Madewell has won each of his last 6 races over the Albuquerque Strip, dating to the summer of 2020. Last year, his off-the-pace style netted him his first Grade 1 score in the Cox Ranch Distance Championship as he stepped away by nearly 3 lengths. A multiple graded winner, with 11 victories from 36 starts, Madewell has banked more than $312,000. Viva La Dawn has been one of the most successful converts to 870-yard racing in recent history. Back in April, in just his second try around the hook, the 5-year-old gelding banished a good field, including Madewell, in the Grade 2 Remington Park Distance Challenge. A Texas-bred son of rock-solid Jess, Viva La Dawn had a solid career as a straightaway runner. Conditioned by Tammy Johnson, Viva La Dawn has stayed in good form with 3 longer stakes wins this summer at Sam Houston Race Park. In the Grade 1 Remington Park Distance Championship this spring, Wascally Whittle Wabbit, already a graded stakes winner at the meet, locked up distance runner honors for the RP season with a resounding score by slightly more than a length. A 2-time 870-yard stakes winner in 2020 at Ruidoso Downs, the Michael Joyner trained gelding is carving out a place among the best in the division, with 10 career wins and 21 outings, and earnings of nearly $232,000. A New Mexico-bred 6-year-old by He's a Motor Scooter, Wascally Whittle Wabbit most recently ran a clear second to Madewell in the Grade 2 Albuquerque Challenge. One interesting aspect of this challenge program is the opportunity for horses to win multiple challenge championships as they age. A case in point is Bad Monkey. Winner of the John Deere Juvenile Challenge Championship last year as a 2-year-old, he'll be a leading contender again in this year's Grade 3 AQHA Derby for sophomores. Bad Monkey is certainly capable at high altitudes, which helps in roughly mile-high Albuquerque. in the Ruidoso Downs Challenge this summer. He leads a blanket finish to win by a head over another Adequan Derby contender, Painted Snow Clouds. Bred by his trainer and owner, Dean Fry, Bad Monkey followed a similar path last year, winning a juvenile challenge at 7,000-foot Ruidoso Downs, and following in Albuquerque with a tally in the John Deere Juvenile Championship. In that one, he held sway over one of his likely rivals this week, J.C. Wild King. A California-bred Capo de Capi gelding, Bad Monkey has taken half of his 12 starts, with earnings of more than $170,000. His primary rider has been Benito Baca. J.C. Wild King looks to be in sharp form as he points for a second try at a graded win in the Challenge Championships. On the last day of regionals this month, he dispatched his rivals at Will Rogers Downs with just a few taps from jockey James Flores in a measured half-length win over Apolitical Hero. A gate-to-wire winner of the Speed Horse Derby in July at Fair Meadows in Tulsa. J.C. Wild King is a gelded Oklahoma bred by Apolitical Jess, trained by Fidencio Jimenez. J.C. Wild King has won 3 of his last 4 starts since taking on tough rivals this spring in trials for the Oklahoma and Heritage Place Derbies. In May, Jet Wings 1 came back from a year on the sidelines to eke out a nose win at Los Alamitos in its Adequan Derby Challenge. A strong second in the 2020 Robert Adair Kindergarten Futurity at Los Al. Jet Wings 1 has placed in a pair of stakes there for trainer Monty Arosa since this year's challenge win. And the speedy Idaho bred preps for the Adequan Derby Championship with a record of 3 wins in 6 outings. He's raced exclusively in Idaho and almost entirely at Pocatello Downs. But the prize Ferrari brings in one of the most eye-popping records among all challenge hopefuls. Winner of 5 straight, including a half-length tally over Patty Saint in the Adequan Pocatello Downs Challenge. The Oklahoma-bred gelding by the Louisiana Cartel has 10 wins and 4 seconds in 14 tries, with earnings exceeding $90,000. He's trained by Mark Hansen and normally ridden by Jesus Canales.
The AQHA Racing Challenge Update, powered by American Quarter Horse Association.
The Grade 1 Bank of America Challenge Championship is always the biggest of the big races, with its longtime place as the centerpiece of the program. At the classic 440 yards for 3-year-olds and up, it has showcased some memorable champions, and this year could be more of the same. One looking to break into the championship ranks is Perry's Double Down, a Grade 1 winner in 2020 with earnings of $245,000 last year alone. The John Steinbow trainee has continued to develop at 4 with a powerful win in the Grade 2 Mr. Jet Moore at Ruidoso, followed by a similar-looking score in the BOA Albuquerque Challenge in August. A Texas-bred Mr. Jess Perry gelding, Perry's Double Down has upped his career bankroll to $323,000 plus from 5 wins and 16 starts. Francisco Calderon has been his primary rider. Rarely is a Grade 1 contested in the Southwest without AQHA Supreme Racehorse Valiant Tiberius. This 5-year-old Oklahoma-bred gelding by Valiant Hero boasts a Grade 1 victory in 3 straight years, most recently this commanding score over Danger in the Albuquerque Fall Championship. That avenged a defeat in that race to Danger last year. Valiant Tiberius has been through a number of barns over his career, but he's consistently been at or near the top of his class, winning 12 of 25 with earnings of nearly $853,000. His path to this BOA Challenge Championship was two-pronged. He opened the season with a narrow win in the Remington Challenge, and then in August, put away his rivals in a romp in the Retama Challenge at Sam Houston. It's also not his first trip to championship night. Back in 2019, Valiant Tiberius drew clear with the Adequan Derby Championship at Albuquerque. In that Grade 2 Remington Park Championship Challenge in March, Mia More Secreto was slightly favored over Valiant Tiberius in the first start of the year for both. Mia More Secreto loomed, but settled for a clear second that night, and subsequently ran second or third in a trio of open Grade 1s, the Leo, Debbie Schaff Invitational, and All-American Gold Cup. A Grade 1 winner of $678,500. The Texas-bred 6-year-old is trained these days by Santos Carrizales Jr. He's a millionaire, a defending AQHA champion, and a supreme racehorse. He might have run second to Valiant Tiberius last month, but Danger remains the one to beat in the BOA Challenge Championship. With 3 wins and 2 seconds this season, all in graded company, including 4 Grade 1s, Danger has banked more than $392,000 this year alone to lead all older horses nationally. Bred by his trainer and co-owner Dean Fry, Danger earned his first 2 Grade 1 victories at Albuquerque, winning the 2020 Fall Championship by a neck, and following a month later with the BOA Championship by a head, again from the outside. Ridden by Cody Smith, Danger qualified for this year's race through Canterbury Park's Grade 3 Challenge, renewing his fondness for wet tracks. A career earner of more than $1.2 million, the Oklahoma-bred 5-year-old gelding by FDD Dynasty has 13 wins in 24 starts and is 9 for 15 at the Classic 440 yards. He's the defending AQHA champion, older horse and gelding. A win in this race could go a long way towards sealing those honors again. All that's left now is for things to be settled on the Downs at Albuquerque surface October 23rd. Raceview Network will be there, and we'll have full coverage on our championships recap. Be sure to look for that soon. I'm Jim Byers. From all of us at Raceview Network, thanks for watching, and please look for us next time on the AQHA Racing Challenge Update.